At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too, because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.
Good morning, everyone. I'm just checking my stream here. It looks like I'm just making sure that, yeah, it looks like it is streaming to my Facebook page. So, all right. So, yeah, I was just kind of checking. It looks like there was going to be a bit of a problem. How you doing? Good morning. Yeah, always something going on, right? It is Wednesday, April 24th. We're midway through the week. Of course, it's a big week in the Reading area with cool April nights. A lot of great show and shines going on, of course, throughout the week. We got some great ones going on again today. There's a movie night tonight for those of you that want to kind of get into that nostalgic mode. They're calling it the drive-in movie theater, The Love Bug. Remember that movie? That was always a fun one. By the way, on Friday, I've kind of made a few changes here to the time. So I just wanted to get you kind of up to speed on that. And of course, we'll kind of review this a little bit later as more people are kind of coming on board here. But I want to remind you that the Cool April Nights Cruise is this Friday. Now, I know it can be a pain to get to. I know that there are a lot of people. I know that it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if I want to really get through the crowd, or maybe you just live out of the area and you just don't have an opportunity to come on down and check out the Cool April Nights Cruise. Well, the beauty of it is I was able to connect with Banner Realty on Hilltop Drive, and they are allowing me to access their Wi-Fi. Good strong signal, good fast signal, and I'll be able to stream out live to every single one of my platforms that I offer. So if you want to watch from your living room, from your big screen TV, do you have an Amazon Fire Stick? You can watch from the Fire Stick Weather NorCal app. Just click on it, press play, and boom, you're good to go. Same thing with Roku. I've got one for Roku, the 24-hour streaming channel. So it will start at 6:30 in the evening on Friday. Now, if you have a smartphone, you can watch from your Android or iOS device, and the easiest way to do that is from the Weather NorCal app. Click on the live 24-hour streaming channel, and you are good to go. By the way, be sure to tilt your screen in the landscape mode, because then you'll get that bigger picture. Then, of course, if you're a fan of Facebook, X, YouTube, you can watch on those platforms as well. And how about, we can't forget about weathernorcal.com as well. So just kind of remind you that we are doing that for Cool April Nights. All right, let's get you out the door. For those of you that are just kind of checking in to get yourself out the door, it is a little overcast this morning in the Reading area. Head south, doesn't look like there's as much cloud cover. That's a very weak disturbance passing through and is bringing us some of the cloud cover. But we should see a little bit of clearing here, but is making for a mild start to the day actually in Reading. About 59 degrees, but cooler, where we're seeing less cloud cover. You think about the clouds like a blanket. When you have a blanket over us, it insulates us. So any heat that we've seen stays in place. But if you remove that blanket, hence the clouds, you see that heat that we see that escapes, and that allows us to cool off. 53 for Red Bluff, 54 in Chico, 53 for Willows. There you can see for the coast in the upper 40s and low to mid 40s in the higher elevations. Look at the high temperatures we saw out there yesterday. Temperatures were in the low to even mid 70s. Interesting. It was actually warmer in some of the mountain locations because we saw a bit more sunshine to start off the day, and that allowed those temperatures to increase. But that sunshine in the mountains allowed us to see those thunderstorms really pop up. Very strong thunderstorms in places, in particular in Trinity County, near the Big Bar area. There was a flash flood warning due to the heavy rainfall that they were seeing. There was also a special weather statement near Weed, where we did see some pretty strong thunderstorms there. A lot of lightning strikes that we did see in Trinity County, Siskiyou, Modoc, Lassen County, all those areas in the mountains did see the thunderstorms. And eventually even the valley saw some of that. Of course, we saw thunderstorms yesterday morning for parts of the valley, but of course in the afternoon we saw a little bit of activity really late afternoon around Reading. So here's what I expect today, your neighborhood at a glance. We could see some showers late this afternoon, early this evening in Reading, maybe as far south as Red Bluff. So Anderson, Cottonwood, you could see a late sprinkle late afternoon sprinkle light shower. But I do expect a chance for thunderstorms in all of the mountain locations. However, I don't think they're going to be quite as strong as they were yesterday. And the North Coast, once again, should be dry. So here's your Cool April Nights events. It's starting off with Orchard Nutrition Center at 9 o'clock this morning until noon. I think you'll be dry all morning long. Paint Mart, Interstate Batteries. I think you'll be dry through the entire period there as well. By about 2 p.m., it'll be about 71 degrees, but staying in the 60s through most of your event. Reading Motorsports Park. Say that 5 times fast. Reading Motorsports Park. Reading Motorsports Park. Okay, I got it. I didn't say it 5 times, though. 3 to 6 p.m. Now, I will say this. I think for the first half of that show and shine, you're pretty much guaranteed dry. However, as you get to the 5, 6 o'clock hour, there may be a passing sprinkle or a light shower. But don't count on it and don't let it ruin your plans. Foothill High School fundraiser, same thing, around 5 to 6, maybe 7. You could see a stray sprinkle or a light shower. Same thing for the movie night. That is the Love Bug from 5 until 10 p.m. So yeah, dry through, really, honestly, it's going to be more dry than wet. You'll be looking at dry conditions for the valley. And then as I mentioned, the north end of the valley around Reading, Anderson, Cottonwood, maybe a stray sprinkle or light shower late this afternoon and this evening. So let's take a look at Futurecast and show you that. There's noon today. Not much going on yet, but you can see by the afternoon, there are the thunderstorms popping up. Now, I'm not seeing it as widespread, and I'm not seeing those thunderstorms as strong. Some of those storms are going to shift. You see how they're all moving eastward. So as they move down the mountains, we see a lot of that energy break up as we go from Trinity County down into the valley, right? So yes, just the extreme west side of the valley as you get into the foothills there, still some showers and possible thunderstorms there. But as you get into the valley, see around Reading, yeah, maybe a stray sprinkle, maybe a light shower. We take you into 7 p.m. today. Again, maybe a stray sprinkle, maybe a light shower, even as far south as Red Bluff. But then that's all pretty much gone by about 10 o'clock tonight. Now stick around if you want to see it go into Thursday and Friday. We'll get into the deeper dive forecast here in just a bit. But there you can see, again, just if you want to get out the door, here's what you can expect. If you like the weather you saw yesterday, that's pretty much what you're going to see here as we go to today. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s in the valley. Chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Not this morning, but this afternoon. Temperatures in the 60s, even some low 70s in there. And for the coast, inland, you'll be dry for Del Norte and Humboldt counties today with temperatures upper 60s, about 70 inland, and for the coast in the mid to upper 50s. So a quick look at your 7-day outlook. Chances for showers mainly for Thursday and Friday. And I'll tell you this, the main event, if that's what you want to call it, will be Thursday. Friday, I don't think we're going to see much. However, we could see a stray thunderstorm on Friday as well. Stick around. Again, we're going to take a closer look at your Thursday and Friday Futurecast to show you what that looks like. But there you can see your coast forecast. Still a chance for showers. I'm keeping it in there for the inland and the coast on Saturday, but otherwise I think the rest of us will be dry throughout the weekend. In particular, see Modoc County, Susanville in the eastern mountains, also dry on Saturday. But Mount Shasta, you could see a stray shower on Saturday as well, and then dry going into early next week. All right, that should get you out the door this morning. I hope you're having a great morning so far and getting out the door, but that should hopefully get you out the door as you take a look at that forecast. Here's what it looks like in Main Street, Chico's. You're heading out on the roads. It looks like traffic is flowing smoothly there. We take you out to Highway 99 at Neal Road. You can see some of the clouds off there in the distance, but of course there is no rain. You think about yesterday where we did see some of those thunderstorms in parts of the valley, especially to the south through the morning hours. There's Sundial Bridge Drive on Highway 44. Looks like things are A-OK over there as well. Let's take you out to Crescent City, Harbor District. Some clouds, but dry. And of course, we'll probably still be looking at some clouds and dry conditions here throughout the day today. Taking a look at Lake Oroville, North Forebay. Looks like some people are just coming out of the water there. Looks like they're a small boat, but there you can see maybe doing some of that morning fishing out there on the lake. Not much of a breeze this morning, and looks like we've got just a few clouds out there. I want to remind you that I do have a free Weather NorCal app. Just search for Weather NorCal, and you can download the app for free on your iPhone or on your Android device. And once you get that thing downloaded, you will be good to go. All right, so that should get you out the door this morning. Hoping you're all having a good day. And again, in a few minutes here, not too long from now, we'll get into that deeper dive forecast if you want to get a little bit more explanation as far as what's going on. But what I like to do is starting at 7, just kind of get right off the bat, just kind of start with the weather. And for those of you that have to head out the door, by around this time or by 7:30 or 7:15 or 7:20, I want to make sure that you can just get a quick general idea of what to expect today and then give you a quick long range, and then you're good to go. You can go and have a good day and be on your way. But if you want to stick around a little bit longer, you can do that, and we'll get into a more detailed forecast with that as well. Let's check in with everybody to see how they're doing and see if there's any reports. Looks like we got Sandra, the first to chime in. Good morning to you. Casey saying good morning. 3,600 foot elevation, saw about 7 hundredths of an inch of rain last night. All right, yeah, it looks like we did see a little bit of that rain. There was some heavy rainfall in some areas. I did get a report in Igo area where late yesterday afternoon, evening, they did see some heavier rainfall there. Good morning from Bill Carlton. He's hoping everyone has a nice day. And good morning from Ruth. And good morning from Curtis Brown. Some of the typical regulars kind of chiming in. And if you're new and you want to chime in, just say hello. We love a good hello. We love how you doing. We'd love to hear what you might be doing today. If there's any special events going on in your area, let us know. That way other people can know about these special events as well. It is, of course, we're going to take a look at this. Is always kind of fun. Just kind of a quick glance at some of the days. National Calendar Day. National Bucket List Day. All right. Maybe it's a day that you go and maybe check off one of your bucket list items today. I don't know, maybe. I don't know if I could do that today. I don't have really time for that this week. Stop Food Waste Day. I guess we just shouldn't waste food. I mean, I think of how many times my wife goes in the refrigerator and she just goes through all the old food and, we got to toss this stuff. It's terrible. It's a waste of food. And number 2, it's a waste of money. It's no good. National Pigs in a Blanket Day. All right. I guess I kind of like, if you're looking for junk food that's not so good for you, you get that mixture of hot dog, which who knows what are in them these days. And then, of course, the Carbolicious biscuit that's around it. But if you're looking for a food that you don't typically eat and you want to have a cheat day of eating food, maybe a pig in the blanket might be up your alley. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be cheating that day. I don't know if pig in the blanket would be my choice. National Administrative Professionals Day. All right, are you an administrative professional? Well, it is your day today. Hopefully the people in your office appreciate what you do. I know that you probably work hard to make sure that the office is running smoothly. As you can see on the image there, she's got Post-it notes all over the place, and the phone and the computer, all kinds of stuff, right? And it doesn't have to be a woman. There are men that are administrative professionals as well. So that's, I guess, Wednesday of the last full week in April. I guess that's today. All right, that's always fun. All right, let's see what Jackie's got. Says, good morning. Coast looks overcast. Yeah, it looks like it is overcast out there this morning. So there you have it. All right, tell you what, folks. Since we're not really getting much going on out there, and as far as anybody chatting it up here, let's go ahead and take you right to the more extended forecast. Maybe you're kind of waiting around for that, so let's get you right to it. But before we get to that, we of course need to mention our sponsor of Coffee with Krueger, and that is made possible by Wind River Resort and Casino. At Wind River Resort and Casino, enjoy friendly service, a wide variety of specials, promotions, plus all of your favorite slots and table games. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on out there right now. And there, of course, you can see those temperatures, a little bit warmer in Redding, where we do have those overcast skies right now. That acts like a blanket and insulates us and prevents those temperatures from dropping much. But there you can see cooler, where we do have more in the way of clear skies, less cloud cover, so it cools off as a result. In the mountains, we're looking at 36 for Chester, but Susanville about 10 degrees warmer, and not too far behind in Alturas at 43. How about those upper 40s for the coast right now? Out in Hoopa, about 53, in Weaverville, 52 degrees right now. Here's your headlines. The cool and unsettled weather pattern it's here. It has arrived. We've got temperatures continuing to drop with chances for showers and thunderstorms the next few days. And I think the best chances will be in the mountains, but not today and probably not tomorrow, but Friday, we could be looking at the potential for some thunderstorms even for parts of the valley. So it looks dry for Cool April Nights cruise and the main event on Saturday. And that's, of course, really the main concern. That's usually during Cool April Nights, the two main things that they want is that the cruise will be dry on Friday evening and that the main event on Saturday and even Sunday will be dry as well. And it looks like we should be in pretty good shape. You'll see that here in a second. So this low pressure system pretty much is kind of moving off to the north and east. We did see that disturbance move through yesterday. We do have some of these clouds out there this morning that are giving us the overcast skies around Redding, but south of that, looks like we are seeing those clearer skies. Meanwhile, some activity off to our west that we got to keep our eyes on that will impact us. By the way, I want to look at the severe outlook for today by the Storm Prediction Center, and there you can see the areas in green is where you have the best potential for showers and thunderstorms. Now notice, once again, it's in the higher elevations, but look at this. They're actually kind of ticking in there, shading in around the Redding area, but not for Red Bluff, Corning, or Chico. And you'll see why they decided to go with that when we look at futurecast here right now. All right, so here we can see, we go to about the noon hour. You see a few showers trying to develop at this point, still dry in the valley. Now, here's the thing. With the clearing skies this morning, we could be looking at some daytime heating with the potential for a shower even developing, not necessarily being left over from the activity to the west, but maybe even a little bit of a development out towards Redding. Is it out of the question? No, I think the chances are very slim. So as you can see, by around mid-afternoon, we're seeing the bulk of the thunderstorms. Now, if you watched yesterday, you saw that this was a little bit more widespread. The thunderstorms did look a bit stronger as well. Today, I think the thunderstorms will be weaker than they were yesterday, but still, if you get caught under one of these thunderstorms, some of them may be stronger, meaning looking at the potential for heavy rainfall, hail, and not to mention frequent lightning. Now, as these storms, as they're moving eastward, they come down the mountains. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of times you'll see the rain in the mountains and then as they shift eastward, kind of going toward the valley, is because as they go down the mountains, you get sinking air, and that is what helps you need rising air for showers and thunderstorms. So when you have the sinking air, you take an already existing storm, it begins to weaken. Sometimes it can maintain its strength and make its way into the valley and even sometimes redevelop. So we've got to watch, as we go in around 5, 6 o'clock this afternoon, we may see a little bit of development or some of those showers and thunderstorms that develop over Trinity County to make the way into the valley. So if you see a stray sprinkle, a light shower for Redding, maybe as far south as Red Bluff, Cottonwood, Anderson, for example, you don't be surprised, right? But I think it's an even slimmer chance for a thunderstorm. Then as we go into about 10 o'clock this night, tonight that is, there you can see it looking at a few showers out towards Bernie and Aden. That dissipates overnight, but then the next round of rain comes in. Now, this is a very weak cold front, but it is going to bring showers tomorrow morning for the coast. As we go into the morning hours and into the noon hour, that main front, you can see, is to the north and west of the valley. But we may see a few stray sprinkles around the Redding area by noon on Thursday. But look how insignificant it is as it passes through. There's going to be some shower activity. We will see some accumulating rainfall, but it will be less than 1/10 of an inch of rainfall for most of us in the valley. But we also may see a stray thunderstorm develop here for Thursday afternoon for the eastern mountains, and there's some showers along the coast here. Let's take you into Friday. Friday's even less significant, but check this out. Here's 8 a.m., a few light showers. Snow levels, by the way, above 6,000 feet. Not concerned about that. Now, we're seeing the thunderstorms popping up late morning, early afternoon, especially off to the east. But look at this, around Willows, we are seeing some thunderstorm development. So it's not out of the question for some thunderstorm development for pretty much everyone in the valley. So I've got a chance for showers and maybe even some thunderstorms on Friday for everyone in the valley, but you can see most of the activity will be to the east. Now, here's the thing about Friday, because as you know, we got the Cool April Nights cruise Friday evening. You see how this is all shifting eastward. So look at the activity here in the eastern mountains, Modoc County, eastern Siskiyou County. To the west of that, it's looking dry. And I'm actually fairly confident in this solution because here's the thing. The GFS, the American Forecast Model, long range, isn't quite as precise as this model that we're looking at right here. It actually has been picking up on that the last few days, that we were going to see showers first half of the day on Friday, and then by Friday evening, that was moving on out. So it looks like we're going to be A-OK for the Cool April Nights cruise. And of course, for Saturday, looks like even better. So again, there's that activity Friday that pushes on out. So by Saturday, yeah, I think we'll still see some clouds out there, maybe a little bit of shower activity in the north and west, but I think it'll be okay for the main event on Saturday for cool April nights. Sunday is also looking fairly dry as well. Now, let's take you into your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Look at that. We got another storm system coming down. Now, this one's going to keep the cooler air in place, so yes, we will see a slight increase in our temperatures over the weekend, but then they'll actually start to go back down again starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, and we may even include a chance for some showers in there, believe it or not. So we do have the wetter than normal conditions, but keep in mind, that doesn't mean we're going to see a ton of rainfall. It's just saying that we've still got some showers out there in the forecast. So let's take a look at that. We're looking at those changes here this week. That low pressure system moves out for the north. Here's that chance for cooler conditions here for Thursday and Friday, the chance for showers as well, right? This then moves out. Temperatures increase a little bit for the weekend, but you see how the cooler air pretty much stays in place. And why is that? Because this ridge is trying to build in, but this storm system is preventing that from happening. And that continues to move closer and closer to us through the weekend, and in particular, as we go into early next week. And that's going to, again, allow those temperatures to stay below normal as we go into the long range. And that's what it looks like based on the Climate Prediction Center here through May 8th. Near normal temperatures to the east of that, and not to mention those warmer temperatures. So, yeah. We don't have any major heat waves. I don't see any major heat waves anytime soon. Now the winds, they'll be a little gusty at times, especially as we go into your Thursday. So Thursday morning, fairly calm winds are coming in from the south. Now let's take a look at Thursday afternoon. Gusty winds for the eastern mountains coming in from the west. We do have, it's just kind of some variable winds for the valley and those strong south-southwest winds along the coast. Let's take you into your Friday. Friday morning, not too bad. Friday afternoon, once again, those gusty winds on the eastern mountains, but also northwest winds fairly strong for the valley. So expect some gusty winds Friday. So it may be a little breezy, gusty for the cool April nights cruise, but I think if people had a choice, windy or rain, I'm sure most people would probably choose the wind. So that may be the case here as we go into Friday evening. And of course, those north winds along the coast. Here's your wave heights for today. Not that bad, no advisories, that certainly is good news. Check this out though, as we go into Thursday evening, we're starting to see that storm system approach. That is going to allow those wave heights to probably increase as we approach the weekend. North winds today at about 5 to 15 knots. There's your high and your low tide. And of course, no alerts in the forecast. So for today, let's take a look at your detailed neighborhood by neighborhood forecast. And there you can see chance for showers and thunderstorms today. Tomorrow, I think mainly in the form of showers for Trinity County. And then maybe an isolated thunderstorm here for Friday as well. Today, we're talking temperatures in the low 60s for southern Trinity County, about 61 degrees for Forest Glen, and Ruth about 62. Now your North Coast neighborhood forecast for southern Humboldt County, temperatures in the mid 60s for places like Redway and Garberville. Dry today, showers Thursday, chance for more showers as we go into your Friday as well. It should be dry for the weekend. However, we take you up north here. You see how I've still got the chance on Saturday for some of the inland areas. I think in central, northern Humboldt and into Del Norte, there could be a chance for showers going into Saturday as well. 59 degrees for Blue Lake today, 55 for Arcata. Hoopa, looks like you'll see a high of about 69 degrees today. And again, there you can see as we look at Crescent City, chance for showers tomorrow, Friday, and not to mention Saturday. Saturday is going to be a very slim chance. It's not going to be much. And then it should be dry for the most part on Sunday, Monday, and not to mention Tuesday of next week. Your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast, I'm also looking at a continued chance for showers on Saturday. Otherwise, should be dry on Sunday and Monday. Scott Valley, temperatures today are going to be in the mid 60s, although places like Fort Jones about 63. If you see a straight thunderstorm, don't be surprised. Chances for showers and thunderstorms through Friday. I'm keeping that chance for showers even for central Siskiyou County. As you start heading into eastern Siskiyou County on Saturday, most likely looking at dry conditions, because when we look at our Modoc County neighborhood forecast, Saturday is dry, Sunday as well, and not to mention Monday, Tuesday, but another chance for thunderstorms this afternoon. Look for a high of 66 degrees for Montgomery Creek. I've got you dry for the eastern mountains for Saturday and Sunday as well. And going into early next week, there you can see Lake Almanor, Lassen Park. Those temperatures are going to be on the cool side, especially at the park, right? But that's to be expected as you get into those higher elevations. Chance for thunderstorms this afternoon. Let's take you off into the eastern mountains. To the south, Paradise, 66 degrees. We may see a straight thunderstorm in Mineral. And not to mention Greenville, Susanville, Doyle could see a straight thunderstorm as well. Here's your Valley neighborhood forecast to the south, brought to you by NorCal Tractor. Those temperatures today, a lot like yesterday. We're not going to see much change there. And then taking you up to the north, temperature about 72 degrees for the city of Shasta Lake, 74 for Redding, Whiskeytown 69, as well as Lakehead, and 74 degrees in Cottonwood. All right, here's your 7-day outlook for Redding. There, of course, is the chance for showers late in the afternoon and into the evening hours. Now, when you look at that, don't get too concerned about it. It's not going to be a big deal. If you were out and about in Redding yesterday, you may have noticed a sprinkle early yesterday morning. You may have noticed I saw some big, fat raindrops, but it wasn't a lot of them that were on my car as I was driving home after picking my son up, Aiden, from track practice. There you go. And yeah, but it wasn't very heavy. So we could see more of that again this late afternoon, evening, but it's probably not going to be a lot and not enough to really have a major problem on any of your outdoor plans. And then, of course, we got the showers on Thursday, Friday. Again, keep in mind, that's not a big deal. We still can't rule out a chance for a mid-afternoon thunderstorm in the valley on Friday as well. Something worth watching. And then going into the weekend, it's dry, and then we're dry as we go into Monday and Tuesday of next week. So there you have it, folks. That is your forecast. More detailed forecast. If you missed this, if you're just kind of checking in now and go, oh no, I just missed it, not a problem. Once I'm done broadcasting, I then take this recording and I put it on the website and also on YouTube, so you can, of course, watch it there. And if you're watching on Facebook, give it a few minutes, and then you can, of course, go back to it from there as well. So that is going to pretty much do it. Before we leave, while I've still got you here, I do want to remind you, if you are watching from somewhere outside of Redding and you can't typically get to the Cool April Nights cruise, but you really enjoy classic cars, well, I'm giving you an opportunity to be able to check out the Cool April Nights cruise right here on Weather NorCal. You can watch the cruise live between 6:30 and 7:30. It'll be about an hour-long broadcast, and you'll be able to watch from every Weather NorCal platform. Fire TV, Amazon Fire Stick, obviously. You've got Roku, so if you want to watch from your TV, you can do that. You can also, if you have a smart TV with YouTube, don't forget about that you can watch on the YouTube channel. There, you'll be able to watch the live stream there. Android, iOS from the free Weather NorCal app. You can go to Facebook. You can watch it on X. You can watch it on YouTube as well. And not to mention weathernorcal.com. So, just wanted to kind of give you a heads up on that. Want to thank Banner Realty for allowing me to set up in front of their building and use their Wi-Fi. I need a good, strong Wi-Fi and good, fast internet service in order to stream like that live. So I appreciate Banner Realty for letting me do that. Jackie is saying maybe a little sprinkle on the coast will calm some of this pollen. Yeah, that'd probably be nice. I don't see any sprinkles for you just yet, but by tomorrow, yes, you'll get some light rain, and that should probably help settle some of that pollen that you're seeing in the area. And you'll probably see more on Friday as well, so it looks like you should be in pretty good shape there as well. So, all right, folks, that should do it. Let's take a look at a camera here. This is looking out at, speaking of the coast, right? We are looking out at Elk Country north of Trinidad. This, by the way, has been my camera that is tried and true. It has never failed me. Isn't that crazy? I've tried to get a camera network going, and it's been a big pain in the you-know-what. And this camera, oh, I tell you what, it's been phenomenal. So I want to thank the owners over there at Elk Country for allowing me to have this. This has been great. And too, sometimes if we're lucky, we'll get to see some of those elk grazing in the grass. So that's always fun, and that's always exciting as well. But that's going to wrap it up, folks. And I hope you all have yourselves a great Wednesday. We'll see you again early tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. right here on Coffee with Krueger.